Okay, hold on. What is
hold on. The other thing, this is a soap opera, dude. What is happening? What's sending me about this GIF is that the outfit is terrible.
I know, it's not even good, right? Okay, guys, so we've got Am I the Asshole that's focused around kind of relationship stuff, a little bit of dating stuff. Got the Galentine's vibe coming through, so exciting. Yeah. And for anyone who's not joined us for one of these segments before, we will go through, we will read out the story, we'll have a discussion, but absolutely dive in from chat, give your opinions. We love it. We're all going to sit down together and we're all going to decide who is the asshole here. We have the bathroom escape. So some backstory. I had been dating my ex-fiancée Sarah for 4 years. We had been planning to get married in November, but I found out at the start of this month that she had cheated on me. She begged me to forgive her and give her another chance, but I broke it off. The problem was that being cheated on, in my mind, is completely emasculating and humiliating. So I never told anyone that was the reason we broke up. For obvious reasons, Sarah also didn't tell people we broke up because she cheated. So people have blamed me for the breakup, including my mum. They just see that I dumped her out of the blue. So I've gone very strict no contact with Sarah after I discovered she was cheating on me. Sarah has been talking with my mum and has convinced her that if we could talk one more time, we would be able to reconcile. My mum has been applying hardcore pressure on me to talk to Sarah, but I've explained that there's no chance we'll get back together. So tonight, I go over to my mum's place because she is hosting the family for Christmas Eve. I'm there for a bit, talking with my aunts and uncles and cousins when the doorbell rings and I can see it's Sarah. I ask what the hell is going on, and my mum says she invited Sarah so we can work this out in the spirit of the holidays. Wow! Okay, let's go. All right. I'm pissed now because the only way to explain my side of the story is to tell everyone I was cheated on. Complete humiliation in front of my whole family. So as my mum goes to the front door, I go into the bathroom. My mum starts knocking on the door, saying that I need to come out and talk to my ex like an adult. I say, fuck it, kick out the window screen and get in my car and go home. I can't, okay.
Oh my God.
My mum called a short while ago saying she's cutting ties with me over my behavior. She's really fixated on me jumping out of the window and that Sarah will always be like a child to her. My sister called me after to ream me out for ruining Christmas. I broke down and told her that Sarah cheated on me, which is why I dumped her and I didn't want to see her under any circumstances. And she called me a big asshole who was lying to cover for myself. Am I in the wrong?
Okay, we're gonna take these stories as real. Even just, you really shouldn't have to say your reason for like breaking up with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I get if your mom is attached to her, like, it sucks, whatever, but like, that's insane, dude.
That's wild. The thing is, being cheated on is bad, and it's fine for him to not want to get back with someone from that. It's completely valid. The angle that is like very odd, it's not the fact that he's upset about it and doesn't want to talk about it. It's the fact that he thinks it's emasculating. And that is like a really weird, toxic thing that has made this whole situation way worse. This guy's priorities are really weird. I feel for him, but his priorities are strange. He's got some baggage that he's not talking about in this story very clearly.
Yeah, very, very, very clearly. There's some deeper stuff going on. Mom, honestly.
But what is going on with him, man? I love that his sister was like, you ruined Christmas. These people are out of control. I think the mum's the asshole in this situation, like, by far. She's just an idiot. What is she doing? Sarah's the OG asshole here. She's caused the whole situation. But I also just think the mum is, like, way out of whack for doing this. Unreal. All right, okay. Mother Superior is our next one. All right.
What is that?
Listen, they're good gifts, okay? There's good gifts here. I, 26-year-old female, recently moved into my first home. I'm also 4 months pregnant with our first baby. The pregnancy has been very hard. I have horrible morning sickness. It reached a really bad point where I passed out and hit my head, and my doctor admitted me to the hospital for a week. When I got home, my husband allows his brother's family to move into 2 of our 3 bedrooms. They were evicted. I don't know why. Okay, that escalated in literally 1 sentence. Oh my god. What the hell? This is setting the tone like crazy. Okay. One room was my office, was tossed into our room, papers everywhere. The house was a complete wreck, trash, dirty clothes, used diapers. I started to cry. It was like a light flip. My husband was no longer the same. My husband told me it wasn't that bad. My reply was, fine, then you should have the house cleaned up before I wake up. Completely exhausted, I fell asleep for 4 hours. I woke up to get a drink of water. I couldn't. Every glass we owned was scattered around the house. They didn't clean a single thing. I passive-aggressively started to pick up the dirty dishes and wash them. The following morning, I was trying my best to work when their kids were crying non-stop, banging on the walls and so on. Their mum was in her room for hours, ignoring them. When my husband came home, he was upset with me over how I didn't make his brother's wife feel welcome in our home by helping with their kids when she was tired. Then continued to complain how nothing was done while he was at work all day and I was in the house. Yeah, the same one he didn't clean. That led to a fight where I told him I'm too sick to have company and they need to leave. To which he replied that they are his family and he won't kick them out. I started to cry again. I was beyond frustrated, exhausted, and I physically couldn't do it anymore. I called my mum asking if I could come stay with her, telling her the whole story in front of my husband, who at this point was completely shocked, angry. Also, I could tell he wasn't sure what to do. Big balls for her for saying the whole story in front of him and for him for not doing anything. That must be the most awkward situation ever, bro. My mum came home with my brothers. I have 3 older brothers. My mum was super angry and told my husband, since your family can stay here, so can we. My mum quickly took charge. I was sent to bed. My brother started cleaning, complaining loudly at how disgusting my brother-in-law's family is, along with what a horrible husband my husband was for putting me through all this while I was sick. I got a text message from my mother-in-law for calling me an asshole for not helping my husband clean up the house and putting my brother-in-law in an uncomfortable position by having my mum boss him around. When my mother-in-law showed up, she was super angry outside. I could hear shouting, but couldn't understand what she said. Once inside, she was shocked. My house looked really bad. My brother-in-law had lied to her about what happened. My mother-in-law quickly started to help my mum in the bossing mode. My house is not just cleaned, but deep cleaned. My brother-in-law and his kids are now staying with my mother-in-law. She didn't know about the eviction. My in-laws helped them financially a couple of months ago, and my mother-in-law was not happy about it. Sister-in-law refused to come out of the bedroom. She would scream through the door, but that was about it until her family came to pick her up. Last little bit, I did talk to my husband. He seemed very remorseful. I asked for some space. He is staying at a hotel. He has asked to come and talk to me tonight. My mum and dad are here. My mum felt like I should have someone here since I am sick. Both mums have set up a meal plan where they trade off who will bring in dinner. It was my mother-in-law's idea. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bro, that's crazy. That's wild. This is a cinema. It's a cinema.
Yeah. This story feels like watching a really interesting sports game. Like a really interesting, like, football game. Like,
obviously the husband is the asshole in the first place, but I also feel like how much of an asshole is this brother-in-law? Like, bringing his wife into the house, putting dirty diapers everywhere, and then complaining that he's been told off because the place is a mess when he has caused the mess. That guy's an ass, bro. This mum is such a badass. Just bringing the whole family over to berate these people for being horrible. I love this mum. She's great. It's also so funny that the mother-in-law initially was like, fuck you guys, and then came over and was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then just like, it was like her idea to like help with the meal plan. Like, it's just so cute how they've both come together, just like, fuck these people. Yeah, okay, who is actually the asshole here, right? It's definitely the husband, it's definitely the brother-in-law in that family.
Yeah.
We do have an update on this theory, though, actually. So she's talking with the husband. Summed up, it lasted 4 hours. It was a hard talk. He is remorseful. Brother-in-law was only supposed to stay for a couple of nights, then leave originally. He thought he would be gone before I got home. He said he is tired and emotionally upset himself. When I originally passed out, my husband left to help a friend move. He came home and found me. He said he has no idea how long I was on the floor for her. He was originally scared that I had died. Since then, he has had nightmares. On top of dealing with his family drama, he admitted to dumping his frustration on me when it's not my fault. He begged me for another chance. The next steps, we are still separated. Wow, okay. He plans on staying at my brother's house in his casita. We are going to go to marriage counseling and individual counseling. He asked if he could come when the home health nurse comes each night and to the doctor's appointments. I agreed to that. Brother-in-law's wife admitted to having an affair. She told him she got married too soon and doesn't want the responsibilities of being a mum anymore. I'm not sure what will happen with him and the kids, but I'm shocked that she feels this way, especially about her kids. Okay, hold on. What is
hold on. The affair thing, completely out of left field. Where did that come from? Oh my God.
What?
This is a soap opera, dude. What is happening?
Yeah, what is going on, man? I still think with this, it's still the husband and the brother-in-law and his wife that are the main assholes. So this is called Dress to Forget. Okay. Right, this one's good. This one's good, okay. My 37-year-old wife and I, he's 36, have always tried to keep the housework pretty evenly split between us. I, for example, mow the lawn and do the dishes, and she meal plans, cooks, and picks up/drops off the kids. Lately, this has all changed because she has become addicted to a game called Dress to Impress on Roblox. Okay. If you aren't familiar, it's a game where you have to dress your character in a themed outfit before the time runs out, and the other players rate it from 1 to 5 stars. It started off harmless, just a fun thing she would do during downtime before bed, but recently she has missed crucial appointments and chores because of this game. I tried to be understanding and gently remind her to do her tasks, but she would always say she forgot or got distracted. The big argument happened last night when she forgot to pick up our 9-year-old son from basketball practice, which ended at 6 p.m. I hadn't gotten home yet as I had to work late, and our son doesn't have a phone, so I had no way of knowing the situation. I eventually got home around 7 p.m. and realized he was not in his room. I looked around further and saw that he was nowhere to be found. I walked into our bedroom confused to ask my wife where he was and found her on her iPad playing the game as always. When I asked her where our son was, her eyes grew wide and I knew what happened without her having to say. I immediately got back in my car and went to pick him up. Luckily, his coach had stayed after to make sure he was picked up safe, and I apologized profusely. Apparently, he had been calling and texting my wife, who was the emergency contact, and she didn't even notice. When I got home, I immediately blew up at her. How could she be so addicted to a kid's game that she completely forgot our son? Now she's telling me it was a one-time thing.
Want a break from the ads?
And that I'm an asshole for getting angry. I don't know what to think. I do kind of understand her side of the story. It's only happened one time, but she has to be a responsible parent. She can't just completely forget about our child who has no way to get home. Am I the asshole? How?
You with Overwatch.
The thing is, this hits a bit, right? This hits a bit, okay? This hits a bit, but it's also really funny. This is like, come on, like, set an alarm. Like, if you're that bad with it, come on. And why did it have to be Dressed to Impress, man? I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know who's the asshole. Like, she needs help. Like, is she the asshole? Because she clearly needs help is the problem. It's like, when I got addicted to Overwatch and I lost my job, that impacted me. That didn't impact anyone else. I feel for her. I've been where she's been, just not with a child in the equation. I don't know.
I think she's in the wrong if she doesn't recognize after something that extreme happened, it's a problem and that she needs help.
Yeah, I think this is difficult because there's no additional context on this. But I feel like telling if she's an asshole really comes after how she responded to this situation.
What's sending me about this GIF is that the outfit is terrible.
I know, it's not even good, right?
Yeah, but I agree with you. It's like a nuanced thing, and obviously you want to be empathetic about it.
Yeah.
But like, I'd want to know like how she responded to that kind of thing happening before I could be like, yeah, you're a bad person, or like, yeah, you like seem like you don't at least like want to even try to change.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I don't think she's a bad person overall.
Yeah.
I don't think it happens, right? I've been there. It happens. But yeah, it's just it's hard. It's a hard one. I think she's the asshole in this situation. I don't think she's an asshole as a person.
My ruling on this is maybe delete the Roblox account.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all for today, everybody. We love it. We love it. Thank you so much for joining us today, Seren. It's been great. I'm glad we finally got to do this.
Yeah, no, I had so much fun. I'd love to do something like this again. It was great.
Everyone, please go and give Seren a follow. Please go and follow Seren. We support our community here. We support all the lovely people. So please go give Seren a follow. Have a wonderful one, everyone. See you next time, everybody. And I'll see you soon.